Good morning and welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina and our guest in their virtual studios today. How are you doing, Tina?
Doing fabulous. Got a little bit of sleep last night, but like you can see my red eyes.
Look at her. She's like, I look like a
I had
zombie.
those little eye things that you put underneath your eyes, like
Yeah.
to like cover up the puffiness. I had to put those on this morning because I was like, oh, I look like
Are they
that.
puffy? Ooh,
Yeah.
I've got some fun ones. If you come to Denver, I'll give you some. Oh, but you're not coming next week, are you? No. No. Oh, no, you
We
shouldn't. Don't
we are
bother.
representing the South today because
We
right
are.
now
We are.
we're still in Florida. I'm in North Carolina. Sheila, where are you coming from today?
Biloxi, Mississippi.
And Domingo, where are you coming from?
Huntsville, Alabama.
We are representing the dirty South right now.
Did you say the dirty South?
Yeah, you see, you have to be part of the South to know that.
Okay. I might be in the South, but apparently I'm not part of the South. My big
No.
being part of the South is hanging out in my daughter's bedroom with the curtain closed, mind you, all week long because it
You poor
conflicted.
thing, you haven't left that bedroom. Your people, your family, all went to Disney, and we're like, oh yeah, we went to Disney, we had fun, we went to downtown Disney, and look, I got this sweatshirt.
They did bring me back a sweatshirt. They did bring me back a souvenir. So that was nice, but I didn't, we scheduled, for those who don't know, last week, my daughter's brakes went out on her car. She lives in Orlando. Both my daughters live in Orlando, work at Disney. And it was just going to cost more to fix it than the car was worth. So we found her a used car in Denver. And my husband and I on Saturday and Sunday drove from Denver to Orlando, spent 30 hours in the car. And I've been here all week.
Have you guys all gone anywhere yet?
Who?
Like all four of you?
Girl, I've been here.
So I didn't think, because the car is very, very small.
The car is this big. It's this big. It's a Chevy Spark.
Like, how do all four of you fit in the car?
Don't need to. Mama works all the time. Well, and so
It's a very cute,
plan.
it's a very
Yeah,
cute
this
car.
is the car.
Oh, wow. Compact.
Yeah.
Jay can lay down like vertically and be probably longer than the car.
It is a roller skate. He was standing in front of it. I'm like, okay, can you move a little bit? I can barely see the car. But she loves it. We named it Mike Wazowski after the little monster in Monsters, Inc.
And Monsters, Inc., yeah.
Yeah. And so they've been, having fun, but I had a stacked week this week and I knew I would. But thought, well, we'll just make the best of it. But it has been fun. I think my favorite part is the morning show doesn't start till 11 a.m. in Florida. It starts at 9 a.m. when I'm at home. So I have to get up a little bit earlier, and I haven't had to get up early at all this week.
What time have you been getting up this week?
9.
So you get to go to sleep
You
later.
definitely love your sleep. I wish
I love my sleep.
How many hours of sleep do you get every night? Or do I want to know? Because it's going to make me.
You're going to hate me. No, it's just too cruel to tell you.
I go to bed at 10 and wake up at 9. And you sleep all night? Yeah.
I usually get 9 hours. So from, 12 to 9, 11 to 8.
I posted my sleep little fit, because I have a Fitbit. And so I posted my sleep thing on Facebook the other day. And it was like, all the way.
Girl does not sleep at all night long, right?
Because of my shoulder.
It wakes her up. She's got a torn rotator cuff, and it wakes her up because she's in pain. Domingo, do you sleep? What are your hours? What's your sleeping pattern?
6 hours.
6 hours.
6 hours.
I'm out. I'm done. I'm refreshed.
To go, like you're ready to go for the day.
But what 6 hours?
Wake up naturally, get up, drink my coffee, meditate.
Angel says.
Go for a nice walk, get to work.
What time is that wake up naturally?
6 o'clock.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh,
no matter what time of year. And it helps in the summer because the sun will come in and but it is, that 6 hours is 6 and 6.5 hours is my sweet spot. If I
Is it?
sleep 8, I wake up groggy and, you know, like I
like
just
you're
don't,
too-
it
like
takes
now
me a little bit more to
you're
get
tired
out of
more?
bed. Yeah.
Okay, how about you, Miss Sheila? What's
I-
your sleep pattern?
I'm about a 5 to 6 hour too. I'm an early riser. I'm up at 4:30, 4:45 every day.
On
Yeah.
purpose?
Yeah, it's my, it's my internal alarm clock. Now, I will tell you this, I love a nap. So at about 3 o'clock in the
Okay,
afternoon,
okay.
it's gonna be time to take, maybe 20, 25 minutes just to check out. So, but yeah.
We've been talking about naps here. The benefit
Yes.
of a nap. Domingo, do
I,
you do a nap?
no, I traded my nap for happy hour, right? So
If I would have had coffee in my mouth, it would have come out my nose.
Great.
you have to choose priorities in life. It's a nap or a martini, or I'm just saying it just really helps boost the
I trade my nap time for cocktail time.
That's great.
Oh my God, that is the best. You're making me cry. That's so good.
You're making her cry.
Oh my gosh. So, I drink coffee all day because, I'm working and doing
All
what I
day
do.
till like 6 o'clock.
And then my husband will come in at the end of the day and he'll take my coffee mug and switch
it
it out
goes
for
like
my
this.
glass of wine. Oh my gosh, I seriously am crying.
We all have to start with the coffee, right?
Yeah.
So this is my Star Trek mug.
Oh,
You're a Trekkie.
Oh, yay.
Her daughters are Trekkies.
Oh,
We're still out there.
In fact, if Angel moves just a tad, you can see her little
what do you want to see?
right behind, like move your chair. Isn't there like R2D2 thing right behind you?
Oh yeah. Oh, where is he? Oh, he's on. Oh, can you see that on the thing?
Yes.
Oh, the chair's in the way.
Chair's in the way.
Well, that's not. Yeah, that's Star Wars. Oh shoot.
That's Star Wars.
Oh,
Yeah.
Star Trek. Yeah, that's two different things.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, that's Star Wars. She
Obviously,
does
I'm
have
not
the-
They start with the same word.
Obviously, I'm not one of those people.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of Star Trek people right now offended that are watching.
I
this.
know.
They
I'm so
probably
sorry.
are because they are completely different. They are not the
Completely
same.
distinct.
Although, yeah, you can be fans
Oh,
of.
don't even. If you have to if you have to separate it,
I can't do it.
She's like,
I'm the same. I'm a
I can't. Oh, she did it. Oh, I did it.
ooh, right.
you can do it in one hand, but not the other.
It's hurting badly though. Like it makes me feel like I have arthritis.
Do you go to like the Comic-Con events or anything like that, Domingo?
I went to a couple, years ago. One in Las Vegas when they had it, and one in Germany when I happened to live there. But
Ooh.
Wow.
I haven't had the chance to go out. It's on my list to do, like a bucket list. I don't see myself doing it every year, but it is my bucket list.
It's one of those items that when my girls first moved to Florida, they scheduled a weekend vacation. They requested time off to come back to Denver so they could go to the Denver Comic-Con. Not to come home to see mom, but Denver Comic-Con. Like that's when they plan their vacation around.
Okay, now I got to ask questions because I know this is like this thing that everybody like dresses up for, right?
Mm.
Okay,
I
so
mean, you can, yeah. There's a lot of, you dress up
when I
as
met you,
characters.
so
And,
last year around this time in San Diego, Comic-Con was going on at that event. Do you remember?
I do.
All these people, and I'd walk by, I'm like, why are these people like all dressed up like weird? And
It's like, why are they all dressed up?
why?
And then, TwitchCon was going on in San Diego. Yes.
Mhm.
So, and everybody had their name, their name badge instead of their real name. It was their screen name. Was what your name badge
Oh,
was.
that's hilarious.
It really was. And the screen names were, you're walking around and looking at all their badges and stuff and like, ooh, that's clever. And some of them you'd like have to really like concentrate and think, okay, what is that? Is that really?
Kind of like the license plates when you go buy it and you see a name, you're like, what does that say?
What does that say?
Does that say this? And then you're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
Daniel Meyer, our sponsor, said it was Twitch.
yeah.
Sorry, Daniel, I'm so sorry.
So now all the Comic-Con people are offended by you.
Yeah, let me just be quiet today.
You're on a roll this morning. You really are.
Obviously, I do not do all that kind of stuff. You know, you asked me about red bottoms, how to dress, I can tell you all that.
Do you know about red bottoms, Domingo, or do you think it's something funny?
It sounds like a bar that we have here in Alabama. That's all I know.
You guys are making. Because when you say red bottoms, I'm thinking somebody who has no idea what you're talking about, Tina, would be like, what is that girl into? Sheila, are you into red bottoms?
Yeah,
Well, I'm with Domingo on this one. I think it sounds like a bar that we would have here on the coast for sure. So,
Well, to put your mind out of the gutter, put it at ease, it's shoes.
Oh.
Very, very cute shoes.
The bottom of the soles are like a red leather, a red bottom instead of, yeah. And so it's a very specific brand, a very specific look, a very specific style, and it's shoes.
So for those of you who had your minds in the gutter,
how many pairs of shoes you got there in front of you, Miss Tina Love? More than there are days in the year. How about that?
no, it's only 200.
oh my goodness.
Domingo, how many pairs
like,
of shoes do you think you
I
might
got
own?
2 pairs.
Right?
When I go, Angel and I laugh about this because her packing thing is a lot different from mine. And so when I seen her one time in Vegas, I was like, that's all you have? I have a big, huge suitcase and half of it's shoes. She's like, how many pairs of shoes did you bring? I was like, 8. I'm here for 5 days.
5 days, 8 pairs of shoes. That's Tina math right there, right? 5 days, 8 pairs of shoes. I was, when I travel, one of the, time management things is if you have to sit and wait for your luggage to come out of the luggage thing, right? You can add an extra half hour to an hour. I mean, sometimes there's a delay. And so we would do carry on. So you can only, pack so much if you're doing a carry on suitcase. So I had to get it down to 2 pairs of shoes for 8 days. That's better math, Tina.
I know.
Well,
Miss
the
Red Bottom.
question is, if there's a fire in your home, what's the first thing that you leave with? And if it's really a suitcase full of shoes, out of everything else,
be all of them.
Just my favorites. Just the ones that I really love.
Just the expensive red bottoms.
Just the red bottoms.
And
that she is a loyal red bottom fan, because if he's in a fire, she's carrying her red bottoms out.
I have my suitcase of like life insurance stuff and all that kind of stuff. It's not a suitcase, it's like a little like fire thing.
So you insure your shoes.
So I would grab that.
She's like, not yet, but I might need to.
My dogs, of course, because I have 2 small dogs, and probably my Louis Vuittons and.
Oh, okay. All right. Now we know.
What would be the 2 things that you would grab if you had a fire?
Oh yeah. What? Well, first of all, I want to ask Sheila how many pair of shoes you might own.
Well, I'm kind of like Tina, but a couple of years ago, I tried to I got into that capsule wardrobe kind of thing. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Where you scale down everything. So
everything matchy, like everything kind of mixes and matches.
And there's only a few of them. So I've been working toward that, but my problem is I keep buying more. So I'll get like a cute little capsule, but then I'm like, Tina, I'll see a pair of shoes, and teaks are my downfall. So I love this teak. Yeah, so I love those.
And I like Shoe Dazzle and Just Fab. Like I have a lot of Shoe Dazzle and Just Fab cute shoes.
Yeah. So Yeah, that's my downfall. So right now I'm probably in the 100 range.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I'm like,
so Sheila's turquoise bottoms
yes.
because the teaks have the turquoise bottom. 100 pair of shoes. I pared down years ago. I was kind of getting in. I was getting a little shoe heavy.
Right.
I read a book about European women and how they, look so fashionable and all that, and they don't have closets, right? In Europe, you don't have closets. You didn't have a big walk-in closet when you lived in Germany, right, Domingo? Usually they're like a wardrobe or a piece of furniture.
Correct.
Closet.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's a shrunk. They call them shrunks. Yeah.
Yeah. So, in America, we've got, we dedicate rooms. I know people that have turned their children's bedroom when they moved out into, oh, you did, full walk-in closet. My neighbor, she actually got one of those displays from the mall and like a store that had a closeout. So she had like actual retail clothing display.
Yeah, so when I lived in Kennesaw, I had an extra room and it was my shoe room. And I had all my
room?
Yeah, I have bookshelves, like 7 bookshelves all the way up, and all my shoes would be in there, and all my handbags.
It's like a library, but with shoes.
My girlfriends would come in. Can I come see your shoe room? And I had a thing.
Did you have them checking out? Like, could we check out shoes like at a library?
They would come. Hey, can I buy this with this? Can I come to Tina's boutique? Because I had scarves and all this stuff. But I had that too. There is a shelf that I absolutely want. It's almost like a rotating thing, and it goes like this.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
300 shoes on there.
Told you, a pair every day of the year.
And it kind of rotates.
So I read this book about French women and European women in their closet and all this stuff. And one of their secrets, because they don't have all this closet space, is like the bottoms, like their jeans and their skirts and their pants, like the bottom half was a neutral. So then you didn't have to have 300 pairs of shoes. You had a pair of boots, you might have a pair of slip-ons, you might have a pair of heels, but they could all be like, pick black or navy or gray or whatever your neutral was. And then all your fun and flair and color,
that to me, I would have neutral bottom. I have neutral bottoms, and then I have fun tops. Like with this, I wouldn't wear a pair of black short things. I would wear my snake skin little cute booties.
Well, I got rid of all my fancy little things and went to just neutral.
Yes.
Jay must
Neutral.
Neutral. Uh-huh. Yes.
It works with jeans, shorts. I can even go with the tux with this. I'm telling you.
You totally could. You know what? You totally
Alabama.
could. Got my martini, right?
And my flip-flops at the red bottom bar down in the corner.
Do you do any spa pedicures or anything on those cute little toes?
Who, me or Domingo?
Domingo.
I'm not sure who you're. No. No.
Wait, Domingo, you've never had a pedicure?
I had once. Because my wife's like, oh, let's do this foot massage thingy.
Oh,
and then,
it was a foot massage.
Yes. And so they're massaging. She's like, oh, while you're down there, can you clean those up? And I'm like, clean what up? They're just my toes. And then they're in there and they're doing it. And I'm like, I'm seriously going to spend an hour on my feet? Like turn the channel on to like football or something. Give me something to do. But
they don't have football in nail salons. We don't get.
No, they don't. No.
We don't get
but
those.
But you spend an hour in there. I got high. I don't know about you guys, but all that smell, like
all the fumes and everything. Yeah,
oh
they put football on at our local salon, and the guys come in. They can bring their own beverage, and
that's smart.
Yeah,
right there.
It's really cool.
The husbands do come with you to get your
Yeah, it actually kind of works. All right, well, let's get to know our guests. I mean, I think we've actually gotten to know them pretty well, actually. Let's see, Domingo. He's got a free virtual summit coming up, the Stimulus Summit. I want to learn more about that. His specialty is business growth and strategy, and of course, helping startups get going. All right, so Domingo, what have you been up to? Catch us up, who you are, what's your background, how you got to be on our fabulous morning show today.
Well, first, thank you for having me, and yes, you guys have really learned a lot what I do at 3 o'clock. My coffee joins Bailey, and so it makes it work. But I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love startups. I love business. I've had the pleasure of being successful with 6 of my companies hitting 7 figures and then having an 8-figure exit. But where my passion is really working with entrepreneurs. It really is. I love seeing them light up when they see that their idea has not only helped one person, but helped many others, and the financial benefits from them and their family, the freedom they can get. That whole feeling is something that really drives me in the morning. And so this is how the Stimulus Summit came around in March. I woke up one morning with the universe telling me you're going to do a summit. And 3 weeks later, we held the summit. I called a few friends. They all come together. We had 35 amazing speakers. And somebody calling me now. And
wait, isn't that Skype?
Yes.
I was like, how do I know that sound? From 10 years ago.
It's so funny. Yeah? Like it's the one thing I forgot to actually put on Do Not Disturb. But so I started the summit, and it's a free summit for people to come and learn from some of the most amazing global leaders out there. We're on our 3rd summit now. It's actually going on right now. It started on Monday, and it's 21 days long with 22 amazing speakers. And that's really what it's about. It's about having these type of conversation with global leaders and finding out what's working. It's about bringing that human connection, because we all hear about the success. It's great that you did this, and it's great you did that, but you don't realize the personal struggles that they've also went through and how someone helped them. And it's about, bringing that real conversation and into the mix. And that's what created the Stimulus Summit. And now we're on 3.0, and it's been, it's fun.
And
Some of the
names that he has on his summit there's some pretty good names on there. And you want to say a couple of the people that are on there?
Yeah, so we're now we've had over 60, including this one, 60 plus speakers, Sharon Lecter, Les Brown, Scott Duffy, Greg Reed, we have Alex Stern, we have so many, Forbes Riley, Ron Klein.
Some of these people, he's like, oh, I can get you this person on your show. I'm like, oop, I had them. Oh, had them. Oop, I've had them. Hey, Jake, well, can you fill mine up too?
It is, when you think about the speakers that are out in the marketplace, I mean, it starts to get up to be less crowded, right? As you get to the top, there's a lot of stuff going on. I think as small business owners get started, it feels like it's super crowded, and there's a lot of people, there's a lot of competition, and everybody's kind of vying for. But, as you elevate, and it's the people you associate with, you start to realize, that pond gets a whole lot smaller, but some pretty deep, high quality people play in that space. And so I think this is part of one of those things of why do you see these same people? Like, why are they the top? Why are they? Because there's not as many as you would really think at that level.
Right. That's so true. But at the same time, there's so many people out there that have that quality of level of experience and knowledge and desire to do the same. And so what's unique about this whole situation with the pandemic is there's a lot more hitting that field. And so part of
the field is open, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the field is wide open.
Our goal is to try to find those and put them on the same stage as these individuals, so we can see that there's so much more out there. And that's why it's very global. We have speakers from Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Japan. We try to bring the global environment, because that's what we are now, right? The pandemic has brought us into a global community, and there's just so many people out there that, it's just listening to the story, it's just so powerful.
Oh, it is. Okay, so it started on Monday and it goes for 21 days. Is it too late to jump in?
No, it's free to join. Go to thestimulussummit.com, right? And you can come and catch the speakers that already started, and then just tune in. It's one speaker a day, 5 o'clock Eastern every day, up till October 4th.
That's a really cool schedule. That is a really cool schedule rather than like jumping them all in. We did our first summit, and this is kind of how Tina and I ended up spinning off this show, and so many other things came out of it. Is we did a 2-day summit. We had 28 speakers, but in 2 days, and like we all came together in this really short period of time. How is it running a 21-day event?
8 hours the next day.
Yeah. Well, the first summit was like that. It was 38 plus speakers in 7 days, and it was all live, right? Every single speaker. 5 minutes late, you're like, are they going to show up? Are they going to show up?
That's how we are. Everybody, they don't see the back end of it. And her and I are about, okay, she's going over 5 minutes. Okay, what are we going to do? Okay, this person's not here yet. What are we going to do? Okay, let's switch this person to this person. So you don't see the back end of the fires that you're putting out, right? And especially when they're live, because ours are always live.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's like we did the one day because we wanted everybody to reflect to what that one speaker said. And the power behind the message, and try to give them a chance to soak it in before the next speaker comes along. And sometimes you're at an event and you see 3 speakers at a time and you kind of forget what the first one was about. So we decided to go this route to really dive in a little bit deeper into the conversation.
I love it. I love it. Very unique. Okay, give that contact information one more time so people can go and sign up.
The website is thestimulussummit.com.
Thestimulussummit.com for free, 1 a day, something we can all do. I started writing, we got a Peloton back in February for my husband, but I started writing it during the pandemic. And they do these little 20-minute workout workshops, classes, things. But the whole idea of the 20 minutes is anybody, right? Anybody's got time for that. Anybody can fit that in, right? Just 1 a day, you can make time, you can find, and you can squeeze in versus trying to find, 5 days where you have to be together for that whole thing. So I love that. I love that.
Great.
Well, let's talk to Miss Sheila.
Yeah.
Sheila Farr, Time to Climb, tips and strategies for leaving your 9 to 5.
You have a country accent now.
Do I? Did I?
You did
I
for a
don't know.
second.
She's trying to match me. She hears mine, so she's just trying to lead in with that.
Did I do that? I apologize.
Don't apologize. You in the South, baby. You're not leaving back to Denver until next
Yeah,
week.
it's a dirty South thing.
It's a dirty South.
Do you really say that?
Some people.
Well, I mean, we don't say that all the time, but some people say that.
Yeah, some people do.
Okay. All right.
The dirty.
Sheila Farr, and it's an eternal optimist, the owner of Gulf Coast Training and Education Services, a best-selling author, teacher, blogger, entrepreneur, cheerleader for all who seek to make their dreams come true. At Gulf Coast Training, she provides individuals with the inspiration and strategies to find their voice and step into their calling. For more than 20 years, she has helped businesses thrive, helped individuals develop skills, and propel their careers forward. She is a former U.S. Air Force Reserve Personnel Specialist. Thank you for your service. And her expertise in the field of human resources and medical administration, and recently founded a community literacy initiative called Biloxi Reads that helps put free books in the hands of children, seniors, and veterans along the Mississippi Gulf Coast. She has a monthly inspirational blog called Thankful and Blessed 365. She's been featured in the South Mississippi Living magazine and the Power Up Speakers magazine. She has a seminar actually coming up as well, designed to provide tips and strategies to help those feeling stuck in their 9 to 5, power up and launch the business of their dreams. Is the event called Time to Climb, Sheila?
That's actually my part of the talk. It's Shea Brown's champion comeback summit that's happening in October. So
Okay. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Tina and I, are you on that summit too, Domingo? Do you know Shea Brown? Are you part of the Comeback Champion Summit?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. There's always these great opportunities. Okay. Well, so tell us how did you connect with Shea and how did you become to be a part of his Comeback Champion Summit?
Well, it's great because we actually, I was part of a anthology book project earlier this year with a bunch of, I was going to say women here on the Gulf Coast, but it was women from all around the world. And what the visionary did was she took people that were kind of in these ordinary, day-to-day walks of life positions that were doing really cool things that might not have big platforms to get their word and their message out there. So she kind of collected us together and we all wrote a little chapter and put a book out, and it's a bestseller. So as we were doing our tours and just appearing on different podcasts and everything, it just one day I was like, oh my gosh, I would die if I could just get on Shea Brown's show. That would be like the best, because I followed him for so long and I love him. I love his enthusiasm. I love the way he connects people. And she was like, Shea, I know Shea. Well, I can help. I can make that happen.
Let me hook you up.
All right. And so I was like, oh gosh, this is like the best thing ever. So so that's how I met Shea. And I finally, just this past Monday, was actually on his show. It was so fun.
It's late. It's late at night, but it's so fun.
I love him though. I followed him for a long time. So just being
on our show, and he dropped so many nuggets. Like we ended up giving him on our 100th episode, we had the A&T Awards. We gave him the Mike Award, the Mike Drop Award.
He is like everything, but I mean, we giggled through a whole hour. We had the best time, because I mean, he's just awesome. And we talked about people in business, how to overcome fears when you're trying to set out and start a business, and that's how I kind of got to my business. Was for years and years, I helped other people build successful businesses. And I'm like, why am I doing this and spending all my time and talent on other people when I could be doing this, for me and helping more people. So that's what I did. And it's been a blast. I've had a great time.
Well, congratulations. Yeah, we're super excited about the Comeback Champions Summit coming up and would love to make sure, Domingo, I think you've got to know Shea Brown. He's dynamite. Yep. Has a huge following, huge impact. And of course, you probably are just swimming in the same circles. You don't even really realize that you just haven't met yet. Because it is, and it's becoming this smaller world. One of the things that Tina and I have been working on is really building up this directory of stages and platforms, using other people's audiences to help build your brand and build your audience, like partnering up together with, I was saying OPP, but then I was on keep having all these people talk about this rap song. So I'm like, okay, so now Tina, can I say OPA? Other people's audiences?
Yeah,
is that OPA? Okay. All right. Because I want it to be my own, right? I don't want to steal like somebody else's. I don't want to brand and
I'm sure you guys know the song OPP, right? Right.
Oh yeah.
Look,
okay. See,
I played. She keeps saying OPP, and I was like, Angel, it's kind of funny. Every time you say OPP, it reminds me of the song. She goes, "What song?"
I didn't know it. And my dad.
I played it, and she was like, "Oh."
My dad was a cowboy. My dad was a real rodeo cowboy. I grew up listening to country music, and to rebel, I listened to disco. So that was like not my genre, right? So I didn't know it, but I was on a podcast just the other day, and I said it, and he's like, "Yeah, you said that twice, and all I've got is this song now in my head." I'm like, I've got to fix that. I've got to change that. So since I wrote the book ABCs of Exposure, I'm like, A is for audience. So I'm like, OPA. I'll just use OPA, other people's audiences. And I had to run that by you first, Tina, to make sure there isn't a song.
OPA. There's no bad songs. OPA.
Okay, OPA. All right. So OPA, other people's audiences. Well, anyways, we're building this incredible directory because we've got this formula that we teach: 2 interviews a week, 1 press release a month. 2 features a week, and it's just this consistency. It's simple. You don't have to come out and do 100, right? You don't have to do 1 million. You don't have to have all of this, but two interviews a week and one press release a month puts you on over 100 stages in a year, puts you in front of thousands of media outlets, and all this exposure just, consistently. We've got to get used to building our business and branding and marketing every single week. It can't be just something we do once in a while. And so we're building up this great podcast directory, and we're meeting some incredible people that have stages and events, and they're always looking, like you said, they're always looking for guests. They're always looking for experts and people who want to play in that bigger space. So this has been fabulous. I have to do a quick little shout out to our fabulous sponsors of the Angel and Tina Morning Show, which, first of all, the Angel and Tina Morning Show, as you all know, is brought to you by our fabulous guests, because we couldn't do it without these wonderful guests coming on and sharing life with us, sharing a little bit more detail about their world, getting to know them a little differently than you would in a traditional stage presentation.
All those little dirty little secrets out in the open. Don't worry.
It's just us, right? It's just us.
Yeah, 250,000 other people. It's okay.
Well, the Angel and Tina Morning Show is sponsored by the Zandra TV Network, who has an incredible global streaming platform. So if you have any of those online streaming channels, your smart channels, on-demand programs, the Zandra TV Network is probably listed there. She's on 7 digital streaming platforms, and that is where you can find the Angel and Tina Morning Show. So over 12 million subscribers to these channels, and we're so grateful for the Zandra TV Network. If you've got content, you've got a podcast, you've got you do it on YouTube, you share on social media. If you've ever thought about starting your very own television show, connect with the Zandra TV Network at beonztv.com. That's beonztv.com. Bliss by the Lake, our clothing sponsor. Thank you so much to them for putting Tina and I in these fabulous little wardrobes. Tina's actually going shopping this weekend to switch over to our fall and winter wardrobe. But follow them.
You have one on today. You have a little.
I do have. I love this little dress. So thank you so much, Bliss by the Lake Boutique. And then Sonic VA. Oh my gosh, this is the life savior for so many of our clients and the guests who watch the Angel and Tina Morning Show. If you just feel like you are too busy and overwhelmed to get it all done, here's my little dirty secret. Don't hire it out. Hire a VA or a team of virtual assistants that, I saw somebody post, do what you hate first. Like, don't do what you hate, delegate what you hate. Get in touch with Sonic VA, sonicva.com. And when you reach out to them, they're going to give you a 10% discount on your first 40 hours of virtual assistant service when you mention the Angel and Tina Morning Show. Imagine somebody else, 40 hours of them hanging out and taking your list. You go to bed at night, give them the list. You wake up in the morning, it's done, done, and done. And I'll tell you what, when you find out how affordable it is, you're going to kick yourself that you didn't do it sooner. SonicVA.com, Bliss by the Lake Boutique, and the Zandra TV Network. We say thank you. Let them know you heard about them on the Angel and Tina Morning Show. Even if you don't do business with them, reach out to them and follow them and tell them thank you for supporting this show this morning. Okay, so Domingo, I know you've got this great summit that is going on right now, and it's going on for a couple more weeks. But what are you most looking forward to? Like, what's coming down the pike for you?
For me, before this whole pandemic thing, I was doing a lot of business, office in Ireland, office in Australia, doing a lot of coaching, consultant. What I liked about this whole shift is that it's brought the world to me virtually. And I think everyone can see that now, that this is going to be the way moving forward, right? So I'm excited to be able to really help people. I'm going to continue doing the summit. We're doing another summit in December. I'm excited about that. It's going to be the 12 days of giving. And it's going to be an amazing theme. Yeah.
I love that.
Love that too.
Sorry. I didn't mean to get all crushing on it, but
it's great. No, it's great. And we already I'll have our speakers, some of our speakers lined up. And what I love about it is that the goal is to help people see that 2021 let's get ready for it. Let's start seeing the shift. Let's start preparing. Don't get caught up in today's world. Don't get caught up in the noise in the media. Stay focused on your gift and your talents and what you were blessed with and what people are waiting for, because I always say that you're the solution to a problem, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so my goal is to help continue with the summit and also work with my clients that are looking to get a business started or looking to scale, to be able to put them in the platform to be able to help them go out and really go out there and share their talents. Because I love the way that the world is shifting. I love that we're using technology a lot more to be able to like the VAs, you can get so much more done with so much less cost. And be able to just do so much more and contribute more back to your family, financial freedom. When it comes to traveling, we'll travel again, and do that. So there's a lot of exciting things in the pipeline for my company and the summit.
I'm super excited. And I love your background. I love the globe. You've got the 3 little globes back there. I see
yeah,
the Tim
all
Ferriss
those
4-hour work week. Yeah,
Well, I've been to 59 countries. And so I'm aiming for 100. I went to 8 last year, 10 the year before, and none this year.
Just one. Alabama.
I broke my streak.
My husband follows some bloggers, Kara and Nate. Are you familiar with Kara and Nate?
Mm-hmm.
They did 100 countries
Yeah.
for the last few years, and now they've been in Colorado for like 6 weeks.
Really?
They bought a little Sprinter van and converted it, and now
Mhm.
they're traveling across America.
Well,
And
we'll have to chat about this because I'm in the process right now of looking for an RV. And I do plan on spending 90 days on the road. And so where I'm going to just go out there and just visit and talk and sightsee and hike, just do a whole bunch, get to know. If I can't travel internationally, well, I'll travel within our own country and make it happen.
So Domingo, you know how, I don't know if you're familiar with this. I don't know if you guys are, like, if you if you want to sleep overnight in a parking lot, the Sam's Clubs and the Cabela's and stuff like that, you can park for free in their parking lots. I don't know if you knew that, but there's I think it's called, I'll have to look it up, but you can stay for $80 a year membership. You can stay in the parking lot of wineries and microbreweries if you've got a fully contained, because they don't have all the hookups and everything like that, but they'll let you park in their parking lots overnight and camp out at breweries and microbreweries like all over, or wineries and microbreweries all over the country. So
that would be an amazing story.
Of course, Angel would know.
Hey, Domingo and I, we're like kindred spirits now, right?
That's right.
We trade naps for happy hour.
That's right.
And he's coming to Colorado, so we've got all sorts
I will
of
be there
those.
soon. Yes.
So can't wait to hopefully meet you in person. Sheila, what are you most excited about coming up?
Oh, did she freeze?
Did she freeze on everybody or just me?
No, yeah.
I don't know. She's frozen on me too.
Okay, well, we'll see. She probably doesn't even know it, and she's like in the middle of something like super juicy and exciting, and we're missing it.
I mean, that's the only bad thing about being online is that, in technologies, you gotta kind of teach your self away all this stuff that's going on. Oh, my internet's acting up. Oh, my Zoom is not acting up. Oh, I can't get into Zoom.
I know, and you're like turning off like all the extra things. You're like turn off, like close out all the extra tabs.
It's not happening.
And if you're on shared internet, you're yelling out your window, Bob, stop watching that show.
I have to do that sometimes.
She does that. She has to do that.
Like, hold on. I got 2 teenagers in the house who are like streaming. Stop streaming. They're like, Miss Tina's on her show. And they're like,
you need to buy that on-air light, so when you put it on, if everybody knows, you see that, don't go online.
Right? Yeah, they're, Miss Tina's on the show, get up. And I can see it start going.
Well, we used to have, if my husband was uploading or doing our videos, Tina would say, Is Jay uploading videos?
Is Jay uploading videos?
I'm like, yeah. He's like, oops, sorry. I got to turn that off.
No.
the world we live in, right? How
Right.
internet has become such a crucial tool for us.
Yes.
Right. I mean, I'm so dependent on it. I remember one time, this was several years ago, the internet went out in our neighborhood. And so of course, don't have internet and the kids couldn't watch movies. I'm like, well, that's okay. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to balance my checkbook. I'm like, oh, I don't have access to to my online banking. Well, that's okay. Let's bake something in the kitchen. How do we bake this? I go, oh shoot, I can't look up the recipe online. It was like over and over and over. We had to leave the house. We're like, you know what? Let's just go for a walk because we're useless
Isn't
here.
it interesting that we rate our neighbors now based on the quality of their internet? It's no longer the car they drive or the food they look. I'm here for dinner, but what's your internet password? It's slow. What's wrong with you
Sorry.
people?
Do you have a
Yeah,
Wi-Fi?
sorry, I gotta go. Right, I can't
Yeah.
stay for dinner.
Yeah, you're not to my quality. If you're not downloading fast speeds, I'm sorry, I just can't be here with you.
Well, even this week, Domingo, as we we're decided we're gonna come down to Orlando to be here. I'm like, I've got all this stuff that I'm doing this week. And my husband's like, they've got great internet. I'm like, okay, we can go now.
Sold. Well, actually, she had to lose out of rock, paper, scissors to come down here, but it's okay.
That is true. My son, because somebody wanted to drive with Jay. And so my son, who's been pandemicking and quarantine with us, we rock, paper, scissors of who had to go on the road trip.
Have no games for 30 hours.
He's home. He's so excited to be home. Although he did say he missed us. So we're going home. We're going home tomorrow. We'll be back. Well, this has been fun. It looks like we lost Sheila. So hopefully you guys have her contact information. Actually, let me look here and see
her on the Champion Comeback Summit with Shay Brown. She's going to be one of the speakers on there.
She's going to be one of the speakers there. She's at
and Angel.
But she's at gulfcoasttraining.org. Gulf Coast, GULF, gulfcoasttraining.org is her website. So make sure you connect with her. I know she's probably feeling just terrible if she can't get back on, if her internet quit. So we've got all sorts of grace and love and patience and prayers for her going to her. Thank you for her to be on, but check her out, gulfcoasttraining.com. Tell her, or comment even in the chat and tell her thank you for being a part of it today. Domingo, you've been just a hoot and kind of carrying on with the fun conversation. It's always unscripted and we never have a clear direction of exactly how it's going to start out, but thank you so much for playing with us. You've been a really good sport today. What time does your summit go, or what do you have to do today to help prepare for your summit?
So it's just really the little promotional items, putting out reminders and emails and letting people know. It goes on at 5 o'clock Eastern every single day for the next 18 days, 5 o'clock Eastern, including Saturday and Sunday. So 21 days straight. And then also you can catch the replay. We leave them up for 48 hours so people can come back and watch them. But I love what you're saying, Angel, about, they're short interviews. While you're working out, you can listen to them, you can learn. It won't take up all your day. But I promise you that every single interview is amazing. We get very personal with the interviewer, and we also dive into how, what people can do today for their business. So, and the idea behind it is think, start, scale. So if you're thinking about a business, or if you're starting or you're about to scale, these are the speakers for you.
Do you conduct the interviews, or do you have somebody?
Great question. On the last two summits, I did all the interviews. On this summit, I invited two co-hosts to be a part of it, and that's Hannah Kathleen, who's a brand expert, and Alex Stern, who is the co-founder of Constant Contact.
Yeah.
So you'll see two of us on each interview so that we're able to approach it from different points of views and different experiences. And it brings up the interview pretty powerful messages.
And Angel,
have we had Alec on the show yet?
We have.
I thought so. I wanted
In
to make
fact,
sure.
one of his other speakers is one of our fangirls, are herself, Michelle Cunningham.
You have Michelle Cunningham on your
She's coming up, so don't miss out on Michelle Cunningham. She's amazing.
She is amazing. Top notch. Well, I wanted to let you know, Sheila just sent me an email, said, sorry I lost you guys. There was an accident on the beach and it took out their transformer and all their power.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So absolute send prayers her
Prayers to
way and over there. Right. Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm Angel Tessie. I am your media matchmaker. If you're looking to get the word out about your business, your book, or your brand, if you've got a message out, if more people heard of it, you could change the world, make a bigger impact, and leave an even bigger legacy. You can get started with your complimentary media starter kit at my website, makeyourbigimpact.com. That's makeyourbigimpact.com. We have the Media Mastery Bootcamp is coming up next weekend. You do not want to miss this. This is an incredible transforming weekend when it comes to media and publicity. It is our last boot camp of the year. The next one won't be in probably until February. So don't miss it. Check it out at makeyourbigimpact.com. And if you want to get a special juicy deal on tickets to the Media Mastery Bootcamp, you can text the word angel, ANGEL, to 26786. That's the word angel to 26786. And I'll send you a discount code to come and hang out with us at the Media Mastery Bootcamp next weekend. Looked like Sheila tried to hop on there for a second, but popped right back off. So,
oh my goodness, that's crazy. That is
Right?
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited about the Media Mastery Bootcamp because I learn something new every single time. I'm Tina Torres, your client retention expert, otherwise known as the gratitude specialist. And if you're struggling to build your audience, finding the right clients, or even retaining the clients that you already have, I have a complimentary guide that will grow your audience organically, online and offline. Connect and nurture those relationships authentically, and then take those relationships and turn them into paying clients. And you can grab that guide if you text the word connection to 26786. That is the word connection to 26786. We are so grateful that you are here. We have a couple more minutes, actually. I don't know. Domingo, are there any last words that you want to say? Last words?
I would just say that watch for my live show because I'll be staying with Vineyards on
All the wineries and vineyards. I'll be the Domingo show.
Yes, on the Domingo show, and I think that's going to be great. And it has to be in the afternoon, obviously happy hour during time, but no, but I'm excited. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this show. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I love the energy. I love what you're doing, and I really want people to understand the big thing is, right now this is your time, right? As someone who's coming through this, and we are gifted with talents, and don't doubt yourself, stay focused. Don't let the negative become your world. Stick to the positive. Make sure you see that everything is really possible, but it takes you to take the action. And like I always say, you're literally the solution to someone's problem. Your words, your actions, your experience, your life is out there. Somebody's out there waiting for you, and I love it. And don't think that you can't make a difference in this world, because you can. And so I invite everybody who's watching, continue watching the interviews, get yourself motivated, get yourself inspired to go out there and make a difference, and create that success you're looking for, because the time is now.
I love
Okay.
that. I love that.
I looked up, it's called Harvest Hosts.
Okay, so you got to go get yourself.
Harvest Hosts.
Angel's going to get herself an affiliate link really quickly. You go.
I know, right? Right. I have no affiliation with them, but
And then, so
yeah.
Angel, when he's in Denver, you can go hang out with him from 3 to 5 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you can be on the show, and we'll taste at least 20 wines.
Well, hey, wait.
How bad can that be?
I'll have to come fly out there for that one.
Oh, you'll come out for that. You'll come out for that. I bet. Yeah, she won't come out for the boot camp, right? But I'll come out for
Well, listen, I
winery.
was gonna come out for the boot camp. I was really going to. I was like, oh, I just looked at flights. They're like $90. I can come out there for 2 days. And she's like, oh, you can stay with me. Da 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 da. And then I was like, I don't know.
Well, she is suffering. She really should not be traveling. She's got a
Right?
torn
I was
rotator
like,
cuff.
how
She
am I
should
gonna
be
get my suitcase up
convalescing.
with one arm? Like,
Yeah. You should, you should not be traveling unless you have like somebody who can handle all your stuff. You really should be convalescing. But
I need to have a
who's going to carry all your shoes?
I mean, right? I mean,
I think that's how she hurt her arm. I'm just saying,
listen,
like the suitcases too. The suitcase, you know, when people say you can't have more than 50 pounds in the bag, and when you put yours on the scale and it's 120, I'm just saying.
Listen, I'm that person that that tries to distract the person who's signing me in, so then that way they they put their thing on and be like, oh, it's 52, it's okay. Click.
Oh.
I'm gonna follow. Like, here's the thing, okay? I'm gonna follow you next time you travel, and I'm gonna like, hey, check her suitcase out. And they're gonna open it in front of everybody, and you're gonna be like, don't touch my Mondays. Leave my Wednesdays alone.
Yeah, I don't think, and I have a little sister because you know I teach people how to build relationships. So when I get up there, I'm like, oh hey, how you doing? Are you guys having a good day today? And just creating that conversation, because when you start building that relationship, they start, you know, you build that KOD.
So now we know when she's all friendly to us, she's like trying to slide something through.
You guys, but to the airport.
I see. I thought we connected. I really did. I
I
didn't know you
know.
were working me.
I thought so too. I thought you cared about
you really
me.
loved me. No, but those airport people, oh yeah, they're my best friends. Because when I put that on the thing, I'm looking, oh yes. It says 49.5. And I'm like, oh.
It's
All
just
right.
the worst. Every time they've ever wanted to look at my bag, it's when I'm coming home and everything's dirty. And I'm like, oh, please.
Right?
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Well, Domingo, we had a great time with you today. We
Yeah,
are going to
thank
be
you.
collaborating with him a lot in the next couple of weeks. So we are Angel and Tina on the Angel and Tina Morning Show, where we come to you live every weekday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. We will see you guys on Monday. You guys have a fabulous weekend. Have a great day. Bye-bye, guys.